When you're vibrating from a place of lack, worry, and I don't have enough, guess what the universe hears? More lack, more worry, more not having enough. It's not being mean, it's just being consistent. It's like a faithful dog bringing you exactly what you're putting out there. But here's where it gets exciting. When millionaires think about money, they don't think like poor people hoping to get rich. They think like people who already have money. When they want something, they don't beg for it, they claim it. There's this quiet confidence, this assumption that of course good things flow to them, because that's just how their world works. And here's the kicker. That assumption actually creates their reality. Think about it this way. Have you ever noticed that when you're running late and stressed about finding a parking spot, you drive around in circles forever? But when you're calm and just assume there will be a spot, one opens up right where you need it? That's not coincidence, honey. That's the law of assumption in action. Your inner state creates your outer circumstances faster than you can say financial freedom. Now I know what you're thinking. This sounds lovely in theory, but how do you actually shift from feeling broke and worried to feeling like money flows to you naturally? Well, buckle up, Buttercup, because I'm about to give you the exact roadmap that turns wishful thinking into cold, hard cash in your bank account. First, you need to understand that your current financial situation is not a fact about you. It's just old news. It's the result of old thinking, old beliefs, old emotional patterns. The moment you decide to think differently, you've started creating a new financial reality, even if you can't see it yet. It's like planting a seed. Just because you can't see the tree doesn't mean it's not growing underground. The millionaire shift starts with one simple practice, and I want you to try this today. Instead of thinking, I want money, which immediately puts you in the position of not having it, start thinking, money flows to me easily and naturally. Feel the difference? The first one has you reaching and grasping, the second one has you receiving. And the universe loves a good receiver, darling. But here's where most people mess this up. They say the words, but they don't embody the feeling. It's like trying to convince someone you're confident while your voice is shaking and your hands are trembling. The universe isn't listening to your words, it's reading your energy. So when you affirm that money flows to you, you need to feel it in your bones. You need to walk around like someone who expects good things to happen, because, honey, expectation is the most powerful force in the universe. Here's a little exercise that will change everything for you. Every morning, before you check your phone, before you look at your bank balance, before you dive into the chaos of your day, I want you to spend 5 minutes living in the end. Close your eyes and feel what it feels like to already have everything you desire. Don't visualize it like watching a movie. Embody it like you're living it right now. Feel the relief. Feel the gratitude. Feel the quiet confidence of someone whose life is working beautifully. This isn't wishful thinking. This is training your nervous system to expect abundance. And here's the secret sauce that most people miss. When you're living in this elevated emotional state, you start making different choices. You walk into rooms differently. You speak up in meetings. You notice opportunities that were always there, but you were too stressed to see them. The universe isn't magically dropping bags of money from the sky, although that would be fun. It's orchestrating circumstances through your own elevated actions and awareness. Now, let's talk about the practical side, because I know some of you are thinking this sounds too woo-woo. The millionaire mindset isn't just about feeling good, it's about acting from abundance, even when your bank account hasn't caught up yet. This means you stop making decisions from fear and scarcity. You stop saying, I can't afford it, and start asking, how can I afford it? You stop hoarding your resources and start circulating them, because people who expect more money to come in are comfortable letting money flow out. This might mean investing in yourself when it feels scary, tipping generously when you're worried about your budget, or buying the good coffee because you're worth it. I'm not telling you to be reckless with money. I'm telling you to stop treating it like it's scarce and precious and might never come again. Money is energy, and energy needs to flow to grow. Here's another game changer. Start catching yourself in poverty consciousness throughout the day. Notice when you think, I can't afford that, or that's too expensive, or rich people are greedy. These thoughts are literally programming your subconscious to repel wealth. Every time you catch one of these thoughts, flip it immediately. I can't afford that becomes, I choose to spend my money on other priorities right now. That's too expensive becomes, That's not aligned with my budget currently. Feel how much better those feel. You're not broke, you're choosy. You're not poor, you're strategic. And please, for the love of all that's holy, stop talking about how broke you are. I know it feels honest and authentic, but every time you declare your lack, you're placing an order for more lack. The universe doesn't know you're just venting. It thinks you're making a request. Start speaking about money the way you want it to be, not the way it currently island. Instead of, I'm so broke, try, money is on its way to me. Instead of, I never have enough, try, I always have exactly what I need. Your words are spells. Darling, cast them wisely. Now here's where it gets really fun. Once you start embodying this millionaire energy, you're going to notice that opportunities start showing up in the most unexpected ways. Someone mentions a side hustle that's perfect for your skills. You get an idea for something you could sell. You remember money someone owes you. You find a $20 bill in an old purse. These aren't coincidences. These are the universe responding to your new frequency. But here's the crucial part, and this is where most people sabotage themselves. When these opportunities show up, you have to act on them. You can't just think abundant thoughts and then hide under the covers hoping life will change by itself. The universe brings you the opportunities, but you have to walk through the doors. And sometimes those doors look different than what you expected. Maybe you were hoping for a lottery win, but what shows up is a chance to freelance for extra income. Don't dismiss it because it's not the miracle you ordered. The universe is clever, honey. It often gives us what we need in ways we didn't think to ask for. Stay open, stay flexible, and trust that your good is coming, even if it doesn't look exactly like your Pinterest vision board. Here's something else that separates millionaire thinkers from everyone else. They don't just focus on getting money, they focus on becoming the kind of person who naturally attracts and keeps money. They ask themselves, what would someone who easily makes $1 million think about this situation? How would they handle this challenge? What choices would they make? And then they make those choices, even before they have the $1 million. This might mean investing in learning new skills, networking like you're already successful, dressing like the person you're becoming, or simply carrying yourself with the quiet confidence of someone who knows their worth. You're not faking it till you make it. You're growing into the person who naturally has what you desire. And let's talk about gratitude for a minute, because this is where the magic really accelerates. Most people think gratitude is about being thankful for what you have, which is lovely, but millionaire gratitude is different. It's being thankful for what's already on its way to you. It's thanking the universe in advance for the opportunities, the connections, the ideas, the perfect timing that's already being orchestrated on your behalf. Try this tonight. Before you go to sleep, thank the universe for the money that's already flowing toward you, for the opportunities that are already lining up, for the perfect circumstances that are already being arranged. This isn't denial, this is faith. And faith, darling, is the substance of things hoped for and the evidence of things not yet seen. Now I want you to understand something important. This shift doesn't happen overnight, and that's actually perfect. If you suddenly had $1 million tomorrow, but you still had broke person thinking, you'd probably lose it faster than you could spend it. We've all heard stories about lottery winners who end up more broke than when they started. That's because having money and keeping money require the same millionaire mindset. So be patient with yourself as you practice this new way of being. Some days you'll feel like a money magnet. Other days you'll catch yourself spiraling into lack and limitation. That's normal, that's human, that's part of the process. The goal isn't perfection, it's progress. Every time you catch yourself thinking abundantly instead of scarcely, every time you choose faith over fear, every time you act from possibility instead of limitation, you're rewiring your relationship with prosperity. And here's the beautiful thing about this work. The more you practice thinking like someone who attracts abundance easily, the more natural it becomes. What once felt like pretending starts feeling like truth. What once required effort starts happening automatically. You stop having to remember to think abundantly because abundance thinking becomes who you are. So here's what I want you to do right now, today, before you get distracted by everything else demanding your attention. I want you to pick one thing, just one thing, that you've been wanting but telling yourself you can't have. Maybe it's a vacation. Maybe it's a course that could advance your career. Maybe it's just dinner at that restaurant you've been admiring from the sidewalk. Now, instead of thinking about all the reasons why you can't have it, I want you to spend 5 minutes assuming you're absolutely going to have it. Feel what it will feel like when it's yours. Get excited about it. Start making space for it in your life. And then, and this is the crucial part, take one small action toward it today. Research the vacation. Sign up for information about the course. Walk into the restaurant and pick up a menu. You're not committing to anything you can't afford. You're simply acting like someone who expects good things to happen. You're training your nervous system to receive what you desire instead of repel it. And I promise you, when you start acting from this place of quiet expectation, the universe starts rearranging itself to meet you there. The millionaire shift isn't about the money, darling. The money is just the evidence. It's about shifting from someone who hopes good things might happen to someone who knows good things are always happening. It's about moving from scarcity consciousness to abundance consciousness. It's about understanding that you're not asking the universe for anything it doesn't want to give you. Everything you desire already exists. Your job isn't to create it, it's to become a match for it. And the moment you start thinking, feeling, and acting like someone who naturally attracts abundance, abundance has no choice but to flow to you. Because that's just how this cosmic dance works. So go ahead, make that shift. Stop hoping and start knowing. Stop asking and start claiming. Stop waiting for permission and start giving it to yourself. The universe is ready when you are, and darling, it's been ready for a very long time. If this resonated with you, if you felt something shift while listening to this, I want you to do me a favor. Drop a comment below and tell me one thing you're going to start claiming as already yours. Don't just think it, write it down. There's power in declaration, power in putting your desires out into the world. And while you're at it, hit that subscribe button. Because honey, we're just getting started on this journey to becoming the abundant, magnetic, absolutely irresistible version of yourself that you were always meant to be. Fear or desperation, you're essentially giving the universe mixed signals. Here's where it gets really interesting from a scientific perspective. Quantum physics tells us that observation affects reality at the subatomic level. Your words, backed by your belief, are a form of observation. They're not just sounds vibrating through air. They're concentrated thoughts given form, and they interact with the quantum field in ways that create measurable changes in your reality. But here's the kicker, and this is where most people mess up. You can't fake this. You can't just say the words and hope for the best. Your subconscious mind is like a truth detector, and if you don't genuinely believe what you're saying, your words become powerless. It's like trying to write a check when you know your account is empty. The universe can tell when you're bluffing. So how do you develop this kind of speaking power? First, you need to understand that doubt is the great neutralizer. Every time you follow a powerful statement with, but maybe, I hope, or if it's meant to be, you're essentially hitting the delete button on your command. The universe hears uncertainty and responds with more uncertainty. Let me give you a practical example. Instead of saying, I hope I get that promotion, which is basically announcing to the universe that you're not sure you deserve it, you say, I am grateful for my new position and the opportunities it brings. Notice the difference? One is begging, the other is claiming what's already yours. Here's your first step. Start paying attention to your everyday language. For the next 24 hours, listen to yourself speak. Count how many times you use words like try, hope, maybe, if, and should. These are what I call powerless words. They're announcing to the universe that you're not really expecting results. Step 2. Begin replacing powerless language with what I call decree language. Instead of, I'll try to exercise more, say, I enjoy my daily movement practice. Instead of, I hope things get better, say, I am grateful for the good that is flowing into my life now. Feel the difference in your body when you speak these words. Your nervous system responds differently to commands than it does to wishes. Step 3, and this is crucial. You must speak as if what you desire is already accomplished. The universe doesn't operate in future tense. It only knows now. When you say, "I will be successful," you're pushing success into some indefinite future. When you say, "I am successful in ways that serve my highest good," you're claiming it in the present moment, which is the only moment that actually exists. Here's a technique I want you to try right now. Think of something you've been wanting to manifest in your life. Now, instead of thinking about it as something you want, I want you to speak about it as something you're grateful for having received. Say it out loud. "I am so grateful that," and fill in the blank. Notice how different this feels in your body compared to "I want" or "I need." The fourth step is understanding the power of repetition with conviction. The subconscious mind learns through repetition, but it only accepts what it believes to be true. This is why mindless affirmations often don't work. You're not trying to convince the universe of anything. You're training your own mind to accept a new reality as fact. Here's what I do, and I want you to try this. Choose 3 statements that represent what you want to experience in your life. Write them in present tense, as if they're already true. Every morning, look in the mirror and speak these statements with the same authority you'd use to state your name or address. These aren't hopes or wishes. These are facts about your reality that your conscious mind just hasn't caught up to yet. But here's the secret ingredient that transforms ordinary words into universe-moving commands: gratitude. When you speak with genuine gratitude for what you're claiming, you're operating from the vibration of already having it. Gratitude is the ultimate expression of faith. You can't be grateful for something you don't believe you have. Let me share something with you that might sound counterintuitive. The universe isn't actually granting your wishes. It's reflecting your beliefs back to you. When you speak with power, you're not asking for anything. You're simply announcing what you've decided is true about your reality. The universe, being the perfect mirror that it is, has no choice but to show you evidence of what you truly believe. This is why some people seem to have all the luck while others struggle despite working just as hard. It's not about luck or fairness. It's about the invisible beliefs that are broadcast through every word they speak. Lucky people don't hope for good things to happen. They expect them. They speak as if good things happening to them is the most natural thing in the world, because in their belief system it is. Now, I know what some of you are thinking. This sounds too simple. If it were this easy, wouldn't everyone be doing it? Here's the thing. Everyone is doing it. Most people are just doing it unconsciously, and unfortunately, they're unconsciously creating more of what they don't want. They're speaking their fears into reality just as effectively as you can speak your desires into reality. The difference between people who seem to have everything go their way and those who struggle isn't talent, luck, or circumstances. It's the story they tell themselves and others about what's possible for them. Listen to successful people speak about their goals. They don't hope, wish, or try. They plan, expect, and know. Here's your 5th step. Start noticing the stories you tell about yourself. When someone asks how you're doing, what's your automatic response? When you talk about your goals, do you speak with excitement and certainty, or do you hedge your bets with disclaimers and escape clauses? The stories you tell about yourself become the instructions you give to the universe about what to create in your life. I want to give you a specific technique that has transformed countless lives. It's called the already is practice. For the next 7 days, speak about one thing you want to manifest as if it has already happened. Not, it's coming, not, it's on its way, but it is. If you want better health, start saying, I am so grateful for my vibrant health. If you want a better relationship, say, I love how well my partner and I communicate. Here's the crucial part. When you speak these words, you might not feel like they're true yet. That's perfectly normal. You're not lying, you're prophesying. You're speaking your future into existence by claiming it in the present. Your feelings will catch up to your words, but only if you stay consistent with the new story you're telling. The 6th step is learning to speak with what I call quiet authority. You don't need to shout or force anything. The most powerful words are often spoken softly, but with complete conviction. Think about how you would tell someone your phone number or your address. You wouldn't be uncertain about it. You wouldn't hope it's correct, and you wouldn't need to convince anyone. You'd simply state it as fact. That's the energy you want behind your declarations. Let me tell you about the phenomenon I call universe lag time. Sometimes, when you start speaking with power, it seems like nothing is happening immediately, and you might be tempted to go back to your old patterns. But here's what's actually occurring. The universe is rearranging circumstances, moving people, and creating opportunities to match your new declarations. This process takes time in our physical reality, even though it's instantaneous in the quantum field. During this lag time, your job is to maintain your new story, despite what current circumstances might suggest. This is where most people fail. They speak powerfully for a few days, don't see immediate results, and then go back to their old language patterns. It's like planting a seed, then digging it up every day to see if it's growing. Here's step 7. Create what I call a power statement practice. Write down 5 statements about your life that you want to be true. Make them specific, present tense, and feel free to make them bold. Then, twice a day, once in the morning and once before bed, speak these statements out loud with complete conviction. Don't analyze whether they're true yet. Don't wonder how they'll happen. Just state them as facts about your reality. Now, let's talk about the most common mistake people make when they first start working with the power of spoken word. They try to control exactly how their desires will manifest. They get attached to specific timelines, specific methods, or specific people being involved in their success. This is like ordering dinner and then trying to cook it yourself. You've placed your order with the universe. Now let it do its job. Your words should be specific about what you want, but completely open about how it arrives. Say, I am grateful for my perfect home that meets all my needs, not, I am grateful that Mrs. Johnson decides to sell me her house next Tuesday. The universe has access to possibilities you can't even imagine, but you limit those possibilities when you try to micromanage the process. Here's something that will accelerate your results dramatically. Start speaking powerfully about other people's good fortune. When you hear about someone else's success, instead of feeling envious or wondering why it's not happening for you, practice saying, I am so grateful that good things happen so easily. There's more than enough success for everyone. This trains your mind to see abundance as normal and natural. The 8th step is learning to speak with power, even when you don't feel powerful. Your emotions are not the boss of your words. You can choose to speak from your highest vision of yourself, even when your current feelings are suggesting otherwise. This is not about denying your emotions. It's about not letting temporary feelings dictate your future reality. I know this might sound challenging at first, especially if you're used to letting your mood determine your words. But here's a secret. Your words actually have the power to shift your emotions faster than trying to think your way into feeling better. When you speak with authority about your good, you're giving your nervous system new information about what's safe to expect. Let me give you a practical example of how to handle doubt when it arises. Let's say you're working on manifesting a new career opportunity, and you wake up feeling anxious about money. Instead of letting that anxiety dictate your words for the day, you consciously choose to say, I am so grateful for the perfect opportunities that are flowing into my life now. You're not denying the anxiety. You're choosing not to let it write your story. Step 9 is understanding the difference between demanding and commanding. When you demand something from the universe, you're operating from a place of lack and desperation. When you command, you're operating from a place of authority and knowing. Demands come from fear. Commands come from faith. A demand sounds like, universe, you better give me that job or else. A command sounds like, I am grateful for my perfect career opportunity that allows me to serve and be abundantly compensated. Feel the difference? One is needy, the other is powerful. Here's your final step, and it's the most important one. You must be willing to become the person who naturally speaks the way you want to speak. This isn't just about changing your words, it's about evolving your identity. The person who effortlessly attracts good things doesn't have to remember to speak powerfully. They speak powerfully because that's who they are. This means you'll need to be willing to outgrow some old stories about your... Hey darling, you know what's absolutely wild? Right now, as you're watching this, you're literally commanding invisible forces with your words. No, I'm not talking about magic tricks or wishful thinking. I'm talking about something far more powerful and scientifically fascinating. Every single word that comes out of your mouth is creating ripples in the universe that most people are completely unaware of. And today I'm going to show you exactly how to harness this power that you've had all along. Let me guess something about you. You've probably noticed that some people seem to get what they want just by speaking, while you feel like you're shouting into the void. You watch others effortlessly attract opportunities, relationships, and success, and you're wondering what secret sauce they're using that you're missing. Maybe you've tried affirmations, visualization, or positive thinking, but somehow it feels like the universe has selective hearing when it comes to your requests. Here's the thing that nobody talks about. It's not about what you're saying, it's about how you're saying it. And more importantly, it's about what you believe about your own words when you speak them. I've spent years studying this phenomenon, and I can tell you with absolute certainty that the universe isn't ignoring you. You're just speaking in a language it doesn't recognize as authoritative. Think about it this way. When a confident CEO walks into a room and makes a statement, people listen. When a parent speaks with genuine authority, children respond. When a skilled negotiator presents their case, deals get made. It's not because these people have magical powers. It's because they understand something fundamental about the nature of spoken word and belief. The universe operates on what I call the law of spoken word. Every word you speak carries the vibration of your conviction behind it. When you say something with absolute knowing, without a shadow of doubt, the universe has no choice but to rearrange itself to match that vibration. But when you speak with uncertainty, fear, or desperation, you're essentially giving the universe mixed signals. Here's where it gets really interesting from a scientific perspective. Quantum physics tells us that observation affects reality at the subatomic level. Your words, backed by your belief, are a form of observation. They're not just sounds vibrating through air. They're concentrated thoughts given form, and they interact with the quantum field in ways that create measurable changes in your reality. But here's the kicker, and this is where most people mess up. You can't fake this. You can't just say the words and hope for the best. Your subconscious mind is like a truth detector, and if you don't genuinely believe what you're saying, your words become powerless. It's like trying to write a check when you know your account is empty. The universe can tell when you're bluffing. So how do you develop this kind of speaking power? First, you need to understand that doubt is the great neutralizer. Every time you follow a powerful statement with, "but maybe," "I hope," or "if it's meant to be," you're essentially hitting the delete button on your command. The universe hears uncertainty and responds with more uncertainty. Let me give you a practical example. Instead of saying, "I hope I get that promotion," which is basically announcing to the universe that you're not sure you deserve it, you say, "I am grateful for my new position and the opportunities it brings." Notice the difference? One is begging, the other is claiming what's already yours. Here's your first step. Start paying attention to your everyday language. For the next 24 hours, listen to yourself speak. Count how many times the more it slips through your fingers. The real challenge isn't that you don't know how to make money. Goodness knows, there are a million ways to make money in this world. The challenge is that you've been operating from a place of lack, and lack is like a radio frequency. It only attracts more of the same. You've been unconsciously commanding the universe to prove to you that money is scarce, difficult to come by, and meant for other people. And darling, the universe is nothing if not obedient. It's been saying, "Your wish is my command." Now, let me share something with you that changed everything for me, and it's going to sound almost too simple to be true. The one command that unlocks unlimited wealth is this: I give thanks for my abundant supply, now manifested. Not tomorrow, not when you figure out your 5-year plan, not when you finally get that promotion. Now, I can practically hear you thinking, "But wait, I don't have abundant supply right now. I've got $17 in my checking account and a credit card that's practically smoking from overuse." And that's exactly why this works, my dear skeptical friend. You see, gratitude isn't just good manners. It's the golden key that unlocks the treasure chest. When you give thanks for abundant supply as if it's already here, you're not lying to yourself or playing pretend. You're aligning yourself with the fundamental truth that abundance is the natural state of the universe. Have you ever seen a sunset? apologize for being too beautiful. Have you ever seen a tree worry about not producing enough oxygen? Nature doesn't operate from scarcity. It operates from overwhelming, ridiculous, almost embarrassing abundance. But here's where it gets really interesting. Your subconscious mind, that powerful little computer running the show behind the scenes, doesn't know the difference between what's happening and what you're consistently thinking about with emotion. When you repeatedly give thanks for your abundant supply with genuine feeling, your subconscious starts looking for ways to make that true. It's like having a personal detective whose only job is to find evidence that you're absolutely swimming in abundance. Now, I know some of you are thinking, this sounds like magical thinking. And you're right. It is magical thinking, and thank goodness for that, because ordinary thinking got you exactly where you are right now. If you want extraordinary results, you need to think extraordinary thoughts. Let me give you the practical steps to implement this command, because knowledge without action is like having a sports car with no gas. Impressive, but not getting you anywhere. First, every morning when you wake up, before you check your phone, before you start worrying about your to-do list, before you even brush your teeth, say out loud, I give thanks for my abundant supply now manifested. Say it like you mean it, not like you're reading a grocery list. Put some enthusiasm behind it. If you feel silly, good. That means you're breaking out of your comfort zone. Second, throughout the day, whenever money thoughts creep in, and they will, like uninvited guests at a party, immediately flip the script. Instead of, I can't afford this, say, I give thanks for my abundant supply. Instead of, money is so tight, say, I give thanks for my abundant supply. You're literally reprogramming your mental radio to tune into the abundance frequency. Third, before you go to sleep, spend 5 minutes visualizing yourself living from abundant supply. Don't get caught up in specific amounts or particular sources. Just see yourself moving through the world with the quiet confidence of someone who knows they're provided for. See yourself being generous, making choices from desire rather than fear, sleeping peacefully without money worries. Fourth, and this is crucial, start acting from abundance immediately. Not when your bank account grows, not when you get the perfect job. Now. This doesn't mean spending money you don't have like some sort of financial daredevil. It means making decisions from abundance rather than scarcity. It means walking into a store with the confidence of someone who could buy anything they wanted. It means being generous with compliments, with smiles, with your time and attention. Abundance isn't just about money. It's a way of being in the world. Fifth, watch for what I call abundance breadcrumbs. Those little signs that the universe is responding to your new command. Maybe you find $1 on the sidewalk. Maybe someone pays for your coffee. Maybe you get an unexpected refund. These aren't coincidences. They're the universe's way of saying, I hear you, and I'm getting ready to surprise you. Now, here's what's going to happen, and I want you to be prepared for it. Your logical mind is going to throw an absolute tantrum. It's going to say things like, this is ridiculous, and you can't just think your way to wealth. And what about the economy and inflation and your terrible spending habits? That's just your ego trying to keep you safe in familiar misery. Thank it for its concern and keep going. You might also notice that opportunities start appearing seemingly out of nowhere. Someone mentions a job opening, you get an idea for a side business, you remember a skill you forgot you had. These aren't coincidences either. They're your subconscious mind doing exactly what you've commanded it to do, finding ways to manifest abundant supply. The beautiful thing about this command is that it works whether you believe in it or not. Belief is lovely, but it's not required. Consistency is required. Repetition is required. Persistence in the face of contradictory evidence is required. But belief, that will come naturally as you start seeing results. I want to tell you something that might surprise you. The unlimited wealth I'm talking about isn't just money, though money will certainly show up. It's a wealth of opportunities, a wealth of ideas, a wealth of connections, a wealth of joy in your daily life. When you operate from the frequency of abundance, everything in your life becomes richer, more colorful, more satisfying. Now, I know some of you are thinking, but what about practical things like budgets and savings and investing? Darling, I'm not telling you to throw out common sense like yesterday's newspaper. You still balance your checkbook. You still pay your bills. You still make smart financial decisions. But you do all of these things from a place of abundance rather than fear, and that changes everything. When you approach your finances from abundance, you make different choices. You invest in yourself and your education. You take calculated risks. You negotiate better deals because you know you deserve them. You create multiple streams of income because abundant thinking naturally leads to abundant action. Here's your call to action, and I want you to do this before this video ends. I want you to stand up right where you are. Yes, even if you're in a coffee shop and people might think you're strange, and say out loud with genuine enthusiasm, I give thanks for my abundant supply now manifested. Say it 3 times. Feel the words in your body. Notice what happens to your energy, your posture, your sense of possibility. If you're feeling brave, leave a comment below telling me one thing you're grateful for about your current financial situation, no matter how small. It could be that you have enough money for internet to watch this video. It could be that you have a roof over your head. It could be that you have hands capable of earning money. Start where you are, with what you have. And here's a little challenge for the truly courageous. For the next 7 days, use this command every time you think about money. Not sometimes, not when you remember. Every single time. Make it automatic. Make it your new default response to any financial thought or worry. You know what I love most about this work? It's that you don't have to wait for permission, or for the perfect moment, or for someone else to change your circumstances. You have everything you need right now to begin commanding unlimited wealth into your life. You have a mind capable of directing energy. You have a voice capable of speaking truth. And you have a heart capable of feeling genuine gratitude. The universe is not holding out on you, darling. It's not playing favorites or keeping score or waiting for you to prove yourself worthy. It's constantly, generously, abundantly pouring forth everything you need. The only question is whether you're tuned in to receive it. So here's to your abundant supply. Here's to your unlimited wealth. And here's to the magnificent life that's waiting for you on the other side of this simple but powerful command. Remember, the universe loves a grateful heart and responds to unwavering faith. You've got both, even if you don't feel like it right now. If this video has shifted something for you, if you can feel possibility stirring in your chest, then do me a favor and subscribe to this channel. Hit that notification bell because we're going to keep these transformational conversations short, sweet, and absolutely life-changing. And share this video with someone who needs to remember that they're not stuck, they're not behind, and they're certainly not meant for a life of financial struggle. Your abundant supply is not coming, it's here. Your unlimited wealth is not in the future, it's available now. All you have to do is give thanks and watch the magic unfold. Until next time, keep commanding that abundance, darling. You've got this.